Welcome to junior drag bike racing. Could you imagine at age 13 or 14 or even younger having the opportunity to race in front of this packed crowd of 40,000 plus spectators? This is what the sport is doing over in Europe, and it's helping to grow motorcycle drag racing. Stay with us in this video because we're going to meet the racers and give you a ton of information about this very popular sport.
Well, we got a little bit of a delay. I got to ask you, what's it like to run in front of this many people?
It's kind of scary, but like you don't really think about it when you go down the track. You sort of focus on the track.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
Excellent. What's your name?
I'm Meg.
Where are you from?
I'm from the UK.
You think you see yourself racing drag bikes when you get older?
Yeah.
Love it. Good luck here. You got the bye run. You got to feel good about a bye run, huh?
Yeah.
Good luck.
What a brave and ambitious junior drag bike racer. Right now, these competitors are waiting as the track gets cleaned up after an oil down from the bigger bikes.
The third one, up past Live Action Arena.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Not too
bad. Man, my question is, what's it like to run in front of a crowd this large?
Brilliant.
Do you see them or do you just zone them out when you get up there?
I like to embrace them. You know, the thought of having all these people here to watch us, it's a good feeling.
Having a good time with your team out here?
Yeah, it's going all right. We're getting the bike running reasonably well now, so just finished setting it all up. New settings in it for the day, new clutch, so we'll see what it does.
Good luck.
Future events coming up next weekend. Hot Rod Drags.
As you can see, there are many different motor combinations legal. We'll give you more info on that in just a bit.
How's it going? Are you excited to run in front of this crowd?
Yeah.
What's it like? Is it nerve-wracking? Is it scary?
It can be fun, but it can also be really scary.
How old are you?
13.
What's your name?
Casey.
Good luck to you.
There you have it, just 13 years old. That's one way to grow the sport.
Is that the good luck dance? Keeps you loose?
And here's what you have to love. In the high-pressure, high-stakes world of motorcycle drag racing, sometimes you see racers taking themselves way too serious. Check out these kids having a good time. This is how you pass time during an oil down. In fact, I challenge some of the pros to emulate this dance during the next oil down. Come on, this will help keep you loose and have some fun. Don't ever forget, we're out here to have fun.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, everything's got to sell for the right price. So.
What's great here from a sport building standpoint is we talk about how millennials are not interested in racing. Well, this is the way to hook new racers for life, to get them interested at an early age. Let's get back to the track. Far lane, that is Madleen Rosen alongside Liam Holgate. Bracket racing to the 8th mile, teaching these kids to cut a light, run a number. Win light in this one, left lane. Look at how close he was to the Dow. 826 to an 822. Right side breaks out by 7 thousandths. These kids are tough. They're learning to race at a young age. It's a great family sport. I had an opportunity to spend a lot of time with this team. Stay with us in this video because we're going to hear from them coming up. But I talked to the father of the team, and he said that the kids have to maintain good grades in school in order to do this. In fact, they were getting ready to leave the track late Sunday night so that they could get the children back to school. A wonderful confidence building and responsibility teaching sport, in my opinion. Young Meg Talbot on the APE back machine trying to hold off Drummer, one of the quicker bikes. All top end, Meg breaks out by 6 thousandths of a second, win light left-hand lane. Here comes Liam once again, one of the quicker bikes in the category. Gets up to about 80 miles an hour. Now, for those of you concerned, this class has an excellent, impeccable safety record. As you can see, these children have to have the proper helmet, glove, boots, everything you would need in the professional ranks on down. This is your final round now, in front of a packed house. Two good buddies going at it. Give the win light, right lane, 873 on an 841 takes the win. And now the award ceremony. What a great experience. CEO of Santa Pod Raceway, Keith Bartlett, handing out the trophies. Let's meet the players and find out more about this great sport. Remember, deemed too unsafe in the United States, NHRA and IHRA cannot get the insurance.
Serious junior drag bike racing over here in England. How you doing, sir? What's your name?
My name's Simon.
Excellent, Simon. Tell me about this, because as an American, I'm amazed. We're not really allowed to do this over in the NHRA, the IHRA. You guys have all-out junior drag bikes here. Tell me about this sport.
It started a few years back over here. We decided we want to try and do some junior racing, like the cars. And we set up some rules that allow us to run some of the bikes here. We have different age brackets for different size bikes. For 8 to 11 year olds we can run a 50cc 2-stroke 125 4-stroke. From 11 to 14 we can run a 125 2-stroke 250 4-stroke. And then we get into our junior pro class, we can run a 500 4-stroke or a 250 2-stroke.
That's amazing. That's a lot of displacement.
Yeah.
I think it's great because you're giving the next generation a chance to come along and get them interested in the sport. What is the distance that you run over here?
We run the 1/8 of a mile.
Okay, you run the 1/8 of a mile.
Yeah.
In terms of safety, have you had any issues or anything? And I only ask that because these are some big displacement bikes. When we do it over in the States at some of the outlaw tracks, we see very small CC bikes, 50s, 100s. How's the safety record over here?
Safety record is 100%. Never had an issue. So yeah, we've all been good at this moment.
Excellent. So what's the reaction you get from some of the young kids that get to do this at a young age?
Oh, they absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's a big thing for them to get out on the track on a bike. The only other way they could get out on the track was in a junior dragster, which is for some of them it's not appealing. They don't really like it.
Sure. Now, you were telling me a little bit about the CC regulations. I looked at this bike immediately, and if you look at it at first, it looks like a full-fledged drag bike. How big of a motor is this?
This is a 400cc. It's a Honda CBR 400.
Okay. So what age group would this fall into?
This is actually for the pro class, so this would be for the 14-year-olds upwards.
And what kind of ET is in the 8th mile?
On the ET, on the 8th mile, on this particular one, because we're running in the FIM class this weekend, we can run up to 6.9 seconds on the 8th of a mile.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. How much fun do you have out here as a parent?
It's brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's a buzz. I used to race myself, but yeah, it's a good second class, yeah, second call for that.
You think the rest of the world is missing it by thinking this is too dangerous?
Yes, massively. The safety is 100% paramount. We take safety, 100%. We wouldn't have it any other way. Children's safety is paramount, definitely.
And this motorcycle was built entirely by you?
Yes, yeah, the whole lot, yeah. Everything from the chassis upwards, including the bodywork. Obviously, it's not the sort of thing you can just buy off the shelf. You have to make everything.
Beautiful. How about this one right here?
This one is Blade's bike here. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about this one.
How you doing, Blade? How old are you?
15.
Excellent. Tell me about your motorcycle.
The frame is an old comp bike frame.
Okay.
Me and my dad bought that at the beginning of this year. And the motor is an old junior bike racer, GS500.
GS500, okay.
Yeah. And the rear wheel in it is a street bike tyre.
Take a look. Okay, excellent.
It's kind Simon over there. The machine fabricated, made everything from the back end of it to make it fit. Because we were in a bit of a pinch at the beginning of the season because nothing was ready. And we were like, oh no, Simon. And Simon's very good to us because Simon's like a bit of a wizard.
Okay, now how much fun is this for you to get out here and gain this experience at 15 years old?
You can't match it. There's nothing better than coming to the track and being with everyone here and getting a race.
Now, here's a question that I think is probably going to drive home my point, because I think I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyways. What does the future hold for you? Will this lead to you racing a motorcycle when you're 18, 19, 20?
Yeah, well, there's a few plans for me leaving juniors at 16 at the moment to go into 850 bike.
Wow, how about that? So this is really what we need to grow the sport.
Yeah.
Are your friends interested?
I'll get a few friends that are quite interested in the bikes, but it's hard to find people interested because a lot of parents are very scared of the bikes.
Got you.
Which is so ridiculous, you know.
And talk to me about the kids over here in England. I know in the United States we see a lot of millennials. They're playing video games, they're on their phones. That's not too many people are interested in racing like they used to be. Is that the case over here as well?
I mean, you get a lot of people interested, like all on their phones, like games that, you know, I've got my video games at home and that. But when it comes to racing, I drop it all. Like, it's my priority. But you get a lot of kids up here, like, you get 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, that are just walking around, they're looking at stuff, and they are very interested in it, so.
Awesome. I love it. How about you? You having a good time?
Yeah.
Are you the rider of this bike?
Yeah.
Man, this thing looks exotic. How would you describe going down the racetrack on this?
To be honest, it is just a thrill of a ride. I love it. Every single run, it's just, to be honest, it's just, in my mind, it's getting quicker and quicker, but it's just at the moment anyway. Yeah.
Excellent, guys. Well, we can't wait to watch it this weekend. This is going to be exciting. I love it. Bringing the next generation along. That's what we need to keep this sport growing. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it.
Are these kids having fun or what? Again, some parents may say, oh, this is too dangerous. I don't want you out there on a motorcycle. In my mind, this is wonderful. Racing is expensive, and that can be a plus as a parent because it's going to teach these kids, if they want to do it, they're going to have to go out there and find a way to make money. Guess what else? Drag racing requires hard work. You heard about all the custom parts they had to have built. It instills a great work ethic in these kids. If they want to get out there and compete, it's not easy. But these are skills and qualities that will help benefit them in life, in my opinion. Give you a close look at these two. Look at the ingenuity on these junior dragsters.
You can't go that fast. You can't go that fast. You've just gone too fast. Well, I told you.
All right, why don't you show me your starting line procedure now? Show me what you do.
Starting line, normally, well, from the
What type of clutch do we have?
Yeah.
Got you.
So normally, obviously, I'll ride around the burnout box, and my dad could push me back into it, and then I'll do my burnout, and I normally roll out like about 5 to 7 foot off the brake, and then I let the brake out and just let it on the full and spin to the line. And then I tend to make sure it's in make sure it's in first gear. I'll kind of go through my mind, just everything, make sure I'm in the right place, I make sure it's on, their shift is on. Kind of tend to look over in the other lane and make sure the other person's setting alright. And I kind of just get in the right place and go.
You're on it, man. Good luck.
Truly invaluable experience. We see so many racers coming to the sport at 25, 30 trying to learn the ropes. Can you imagine the advantage that these kids have already being so skilled and experienced at 13, 14, 15, 16? Stay with us in this video because we're going to take you trackside. We're going to show you more racing here in just a little bit. But I have a question for all of you out there, all of you parents or aspiring parents. We'll throw up a card. Would you let your child do this?
Drag bike racing, sir. How great is it?
Wouldn't be if it wasn't any good, would I?
There you go. A lot of fun.
Shout out to MRE. Somebody tag Jay Regan in this video. He'll love that. We got the old school air pressure monitor. Let's get back trackside. But again, we're asking you parents. Boy, that thing is mean. Love it. Would you let your child do this? Do you think this is a good idea? Yes or no? Why? Liam Holgate once again. 6. And here comes the Ruckus Suzuki GS 500cc machine. The great thing about drag racing, as you see, is there's safety personnel all over the racetrack, even 2 of them standing right on the line. That's what makes this sport so safe. In all honesty, you're probably in more danger riding your bicycle down a busy road with texters and drunk drivers. You know that that's not going to happen out here at the drag strip. So I think that debunking some myths about how dangerous some parents perceive this sport to be is something that will help us grow motorcycle drag racing. We are building the races of the future. Check out young Meg Talbot, only 13 years old, right-hand side of the racetrack. Very courageous young lady. Who knows, you could be looking at the next Angèle Sampé. You could be looking at the next Erica Enders here. This is how it all starts. As you can see, the jet car's in. That's what brings in the big crowd. And it's so special for these young children to be able to run in front of a crowd of this magnitude. Racers, you know, it's a little nerve-wracking, even as an adult, to run in front of a big crowd. It can be exciting. It can also be stressful. But it's certainly character building. Here comes Ruckus once again, taking on Madleen Rosen. This happy papa was smiling ear to ear the entire trip. He was having so much fun. He was the one who told me he had to get the kids back for school. And I had a chat with him. A personal story that I'd like to share is that, and I'll tell you after this run. I was sharing with that gentleman that when I was in high school, my friends and we almost felt like we were being the bad boys by having dirt bikes, having motorcycles, going to the races. But now I see what's going on with our world. I see that we have this epidemic of young children that don't have the drive to do anything. They don't have the drive to go get vehicles. They don't have the drive to be involved in racing. They don't have the drive to go get jobs. In my opinion, being involved in a sport like this is a valuable and incredibly beneficial life lesson teacher. I put it right up there with school. You got to go to school, you got to get your grades, you got to make sure your attendance is well, but you also need a passion in your life, something that will drive you, something that's going to push you off the couch. It's a problem that so many kids suffer from right now. Parents, I may be speaking to some of you watching this video. Does your kid want to do absolutely nothing other than maybe sit on the couch and play video games? I would contend that most kids would be awfully excited to sit on a motorcycle like this and have the opportunity to run in front of a crowd like this. I mean, my goodness, this is way more fans than we run in front of in most all motorcycle drag races in the United States. Now, if you're watching this video from the United States and you're wondering, where in the heck can my kid do this? I want to do this. There is a place that we visited last year called RMC, Reading Motorcycle Club in Reading, Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia. It's a 480-foot track. They have about 6 or 7 events a year, so make sure you check this channel and you can see some of the junior drag bike racing from last year. That is one place to go if you'd like your child to get involved in junior drag bike racing in the United States. If you are in Europe, by all means, please join in the action here at Santa Pod. It's a great opportunity for your child, great confidence and character building. Let's watch a few more runs here. I'd also like to know, what type of motor would you use? And that's something we haven't touched upon either. We talk about all the action at the track. How about the action away from the track? How about all the time in the garage with mom, dad, uncle, grandma, grandpa? That is also valuable experience for these kids to teach them what it takes, the work, the discipline it takes to keep a motorcycle on the track. We know that if it has two wheels, it's going to require money. It's going to require a lot of maintenance, but don't be scared of those factors. Those are two factors that can teach your children a great deal about life and help them succeed. And not only that, look at how much fun you can have and what a great family bonding experience this can be. I'm all in, guys, as you can tell. I am pro junior drag bike racing. I love it. Let me know what you think. If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. If you need some information on where to find Reading Motorcycle Club, let us know in the comments. And let's keep this sport growing. These are the racers of tomorrow. We're up to 50,000 subscribers on the Cycle Drag YouTube channel, so we know the interest for motorcycle drag racing and motorcycle performance is still there worldwide, but is it there with the next generation? It's up to us to foster it and make sure that interest lives on so this great sport continues for many decades to come. Just taking a look at these bikes gets me excited, and I can tell you unequivocally, when I do have a child, if they want to be involved, they will be involved in this sport 100%. A great character builder, great fun, a great life lesson teacher, and certainly a wonderful family experience. Hey, we want to also thank John and Dee Morgan of J&E Automotive for helping us to bring this coverage to you all the way from Santa Pod Raceway in England. Folks, if you get an opportunity to visit Santa Pod, please do so. Let us know your thoughts on this video. Also, please subscribe to Cycle Drag on YouTube and like CycleDrag.com on Facebook for much, much more. On YouTube, subscribe and smash the bell. You'll never miss a video. And share this with anybody out there who you think may be interested, any millennial, any young kid that you think should get involved. Send them this video and let us know what they think. They could be on the way to racing a junior drag bike. The final thing I'd like to add is it doesn't have to be an expensive, elaborate bike. You could start out on a $200 PW50. Look at Craigslist. Look at your classifieds. Find a cheap motorcycle and get out there and get some experience and have some fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Much more coming. If you're going to get into junior drag bike racing, let us know, and also comment where you are watching from no matter what. We want to know where you're watching from. Enjoy.